Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful beings. I know that a lot of people don't even watch live nowadays, so I'm just gonna save this video, and whoever is meant to watch this message will watch this message later on. And I want to talk to you guys because a lot of people have been messaging us saying that everything is going sour, everything is going wrong, and they don't know how to change their reality because they're feeling stuck. And I want to tap into this topic with you guys because one thing that I can guarantee is that 100% of you guys that are watching this video, or 100% of you that are here, are experiencing some sort of pain right now. Either you're feeling pain, physical pain, your health is a mess. Either you're feeling pain, like sentimental speaking, like your relationship sucks, you're having financial setbacks, you're having a divorce, something is going sour in your life. And I can ensure 100% of people that are here on social media have some sort of pain. Don't fall into the illusion that because when we go on social media, guys, everybody just posts a side of their life that they wanted to show. It's very easy to hide our pain, to hide everything that's going wrong, and majority of people just want to show the pretty side of life. So don't fall into that trap, number one. Number two, 100% of us have some sort of pain right now because that's life. And when I say that's life, there is this quote from Carlos Drummond that it says that the pain, how do I translate this? A dor é obrigatória, sofrimento é opcional. The pain, everybody's going to experience pain, but the suffering is optional. So all of us are going to experience pain, but the suffering is optional. And it's very easy to see that when we're going to the gym, for example. If we wanted to grow our muscles, we're going to feel pain, but the suffering about that is optional. When we are moms, right, we are birthing our child, we are going to feel pain of the pregnancy, pain of delivering the baby, but the suffering of that is optional. The same thing of butterflies. I love butterflies. Recently I've been seeing a lot of butterflies, maybe because my focus is to that. But even the butterfly, first it's in the cocoon and then experience that pain, but that's what gives strength for the wings to fly. So everything in our universe is pain, but the suffering is optional. And all of us are navigating through something that is painful. It has pain, right? Either it's financial or health or relationships. And how do we change our reality when we are facing those adversities? And the number one thing that I want you to understand is that our identity creates our reality. So how you're going to respond to all those things that are popping up on your 3D is how your reality is going to be formed. And God is so good. When I speak about God, I'm not talking about any religion. I'm talking about a higher power. Either you believe in God or the universe, whatever your beliefs are. So I'm just going to refer to God. But you might call it the universe or the vortex, the quantum space, so whatever. So God is so good that He made us image and likeness of God, meaning that He gave us the power of co-creation. He gave us the free will, so we can do whatever we want of our lives. But we do live in a collective consciousness, and things are constantly happening around us. Either it's our kids, something happened to our kids, something happened to our husband, something happened to our family. So things are always happening, and we need to learn how to regulate our nervous system so we don't get triggered when things happen, because it's all about how we react to the things and not about the things that happen to us. It seems cliche, but it is true. And one thing that I talk a lot about is the incongruence of faith. Because a lot of us say that, oh, I have faith that God or the universe is going to provide me. You say you have faith, but how are you feeling? If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling fearful because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, then you don't really have faith. Because faith is when you live in that state of knowing that no matter what, you know that that's happening. And when you live on that state of knowing, you don't keep checking on your 3D, you don't keep checking on your reality to see if that's happening. You know already that that's being taken care of. Despite whatever thing that is going wrong in your life, you know that that's done. So you live in the knowing state that is done for you. So a lot of people have that incongruence of faith, where they say they believe, they trust, but they are constantly checking, they're constantly living in fear, constantly stressed out. So I want you to stop doing that, because the more stress and the more anxious you get, the more resistance you are putting into your new reality. You have to assume a new identity of the identity. You are the creator of your reality. And no matter, things are always gonna pop up around you, but the more focus you have on the bad things, the more that's gonna expand. Because when you're focusing on the things that are going wrong, your attention is not on creation, but on survival. And that's a lot of the neuroscience, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. If your sympathetic nervous system is activated, then you're always high rave, you're always on fight or flight. So you're always trying to survive. And that's when a lot of people create illnesses. A lot of the illnesses are created from the emotional body, from your emotions. So many trapped emotions, traumas that are not processed yet. So we need to learn how to regulate our nervous system. That's why when me and Chris, we don't just teach the cheap manifestation, just like 24-hour manifest money. No, because we want your identity to change. We want you to not just have money for a day. We want the money to keep flowing like abundantly, because you are abundant. But you just have to connect with the identity of self that you are abundant. And things are always going to happen around you. You just have to become so, expand your consciousness and understand so much of how the universe works and how life works, that no matter what happens outside, you trust yourself so much that you're going to be okay no matter what. And years ago, when my first husband passed away, I was really struggling, because first of all, I lost all my faith. I was mad at God, the universe, however you want to call it. And I really spiraled down to a not so good state. I was very suicidal. I was like, why is this happening to me? I was on the victim mode, and I was very angry at God. I was like, God, you could have taken like all those criminals, but you took him. Why? He was only 26. And I couldn't understand it. I was mad. And on top of that, not only he passed away, but I had to deal with a lot of shitty people around me. And those people were causing a lot of harm. You see, just by talking about it, I get emotional, because it was so much for me to process. And these people were doing, I'm not going to get into details, but they were doing horrible things. And I remember I was sitting in the couch, and I literally looked at my dad and I was like, what's going on? Like, this is a soap opera. This is worse than a Mexican soap opera. I can't believe this is happening. These people were doing this. And I finally understood that no matter what other people do, I have to be so centered on myself, because that's that saying, when somebody slaps you on your face, you give the other face. What that truly means is, if people treat you poorly, if people treat you with anger, that's what they have to offer. But what do you have to offer? Are you gonna fall in, you're gonna match their frequency, and you're gonna respond with anger towards that person that is causing you harm? What do you have inside of you? So you have to fill your spirit, your soul, with good things. So you're more like the creator and less like the victim. So for me, I understood the power of forgiveness, because forgiving, you're not doing that for you, you're doing for the other person. And inside of me, I had nothing but love. And when you are able to detach yourself from that perspective, when someone is causing you harm, you have to see that person as a person that didn't expand their consciousness yet. Maybe that person had a lot of trauma growing up, and all that trauma that that person didn't process is splashing on you if you let them. So, but when you see that person hurt people, that's what it truly means, is because those people didn't get healed. They are still within their traumas, they're still splashing their anger, their nonsense, and you just have to detach and understand that that's not you, that doesn't belong to you. And when you're able to do that, life becomes so much easier, because it's not you, it's them. Let them be. You just have to detach. What do you have to offer? They are treating you with anger, but you're gonna send back love, because that's what you have inside of you. So don't match their frequency with more hurt. Before, back in the days, I was the type of person that if someone caused me harm, I would just like bang. I would just like, F this, da, 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 da. I would get into an argument. Nowadays, I know my energy. I know it's not worth it, because I'm not them. I know what I have inside. What I have inside is only love, is only light. So if someone is talking poorly about me, let's say, social media, so many people are gonna talk crap. That's only gonna affect you if parts of you resonate with what they're saying. If what they're saying doesn't matter, you're not even gonna get affected. If they're talking like, oh, she's a bitch, she's a whatever. If you don't resonate with that, that's not gonna affect you. It's like if I know my name is Bia and someone is saying my name is Maria, am I gonna get angry? No, let them be delusional. So that's what you have to understand. To change your reality, you have to detach, number one, from other people, from all whatever they're splashing into you. Because if you resonate with their frequency, that's when your life starts to spiral down and people can, everything is going wrong. No, it's not going wrong. You're just choosing to focus on the wrong thing. And we have to learn how to regulate our nervous system. So it's not that cheap manifestation where you just want, right, the 24-hour manifestation. We want you to create a new identity, so you're gonna be okay no matter what, and you're gonna live in the knowing state that no matter what's happening, you're gonna be okay, because the universe, God, is providing to you. It's like here, around here, there's so much construction going on, and before they were able to build all these tall, beautiful buildings, they had to knock down all the old structures. And in your life, the same thing. Before God, the universe, can provide you with the best that you can experience in this life, some things need to be removed. And when you start to elevate your frequency, your consciousness, things and people are gonna get removed from your life. And it's okay. Don't try to hang on to this. Because when you change your frequency, it's like people can't be along with you anymore. Chris is a big example of that. When Chris was overweight and she was not doing good, she was always in the hospital, she didn't love herself, she was disconnected. And when she reconnected with herself, when she became empowered and she's shining and she lost so much weight and she's healthy, a lot of people get out of her life. Why did it happen? Because they weren't a match anymore to her frequency. So in this process, a lot of people are like, oh, it seems like my life is worsening, but it's not. You just have to detach of everything that doesn't belong to you, so better things can come to you. And I love that saying that sometimes you think you're being buried, but you're actually just being planted. So I want you to see your life that way. Don't think that everything is happening to you. You are the power. You are the power. You're the co-creator. You are the open power of your reality. And no matter what happens to you, you're going to be okay. It's just a part of the process. What you choose to focus on, it's what's going to grow. So change your emotional state, change your identity, and automatically you're going to change your life. And me and Chris, we created the formula FLR, Future Life Regression, where you can learn how to regulate your nervous system, expand your consciousness, so you understand how reality is created. And no matter what, you're going to be okay, because you understand the universal laws and you know how reality is created. So when you understand how reality is created, you're never wanna be angry and sad another day of your life. And when I say that, I'm not saying that you have to suppress your emotions, because that's also a very like no-go. The toxic positive, you have to feel the emotion, feel sad, feel angry, whatever, but don't make that emotion become your feeling, your identity. There's a big difference between feeling the emotion and that becoming your identity. So don't let those negative feelings become your identity. That's what I talk about, the weighted average of your feelings throughout your day. What is the biggest, what is the predominant feeling that you have? There's an error. So if the predominant feeling of your day is feeling anxious, is feeling sad, is feeling angry, is worrying about the future, how I'm gonna pay that bill, or perhaps a lot of women right now having relationship issues. So if you live in that fear state, if you live on that unknown state, then rest assured you're gonna see very slow changes in your life, or things are always gonna keep worsening or staying the same. In order to change your life, you need to change your identity. You need to choose different, start your day different, pay attention on your thoughts. What are your predominant thoughts? Are you always thinking about the past or things that you have to do in the future with anxiousness and fear? Or you're focused on your present? Because the present is the point of power. That's the only moment that you have to create a different reality. And how fast this reality is going to change is how fast you let go of resistance, is how fast you understand all of this. So that's it, guys. I just want to hop it here really quick and just share this message with you guys, because I know a lot of you are going through something and you might think it's only me, because social media, you know, everybody just posts the pretty side of their lives, and it's not just you. All of us go through pain, but the suffering is optional. And that's it, guys. I just hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful day. Share this message with someone that is going through something and don't see a light in the end of the tunnel. There is nothing in this life that you cannot change. There is nothing in this life that you cannot overcome. I know sometimes it gets so dark that we don't see the how, but you don't have to know the how. You just have to connect with your inner self, with your co-creation powers, and everything is going to change for you. Okay? Aloha. Have a great day. Bye-bye.